marketing and branding is very important when it comes to business, when it comes to standing out from everyone else, when it comes to making a solid foundation and basically, putting your stamp on who you are, on your identity of your business, on what you bring to the table. You want to definitely brand yourself. You want to be marketable. You want to be something that someone wants, someone desires. You want to have something that people talk about. So that's basically, why having a brand is so important, you guys. You want to sit back and say to yourself, first step, what I want to call myself. What is it that I do that, sets me apart from the rest, that I like? What is it that I practice, that one thing that I'm excellent at? What does my brand represent? When people think of me, who am I? What is that? What do I stand for at the end of the day? So, for example, I call myself the weave therapist. Why I call myself the weave therapist?
Because I specialize in weaves. That's all I do. Weaves all day, sewing. That's why I'm the weave therapist. Why did I put the therapist part into it? It's because the way I learned to be excellent at what I do is listening to my clients. It's asking them questions. It's sitting down and talking to them and, hearing their needs and their wants when it comes to weaves, where their problem areas are, what's the biggest problem that everybody have. Me finding that problem and helping them with it. Each client is different, so each client had a different solution to that problem. They all can have something wrong with their edges. They all could be missing edges when they come to me, but the solution to their missing edges could be something different. What I do to fill in that void and that space could be something different for each and every individual, because everyone's different. So that's why I call myself the weave therapist. And luckily, that name grabs people's attention. Luckily, that name makes you want to learn from me. Luckily, that name makes them want to sit in my chair. The weave therapist, who I am, my brand, the way I present myself, the way I come together. You can put your name on anything and it's going to sell. That's a brand. When no matter what you do, no matter if you stop promoting, if you sit back and you're like, you know what, I'm having a moment, I don't feel like doing this. Your marketing and your branding will keep going. People will keep finding you off of the past things that you did. That's your brand. That's your brand step. That's you setting yourself apart from just an ordinary stylist. When you have a brand, you're not an ordinary stylist now anymore. This is your career. This is your bread and butter. This is the way you eat. Now you're an entrepreneur. You're not just a hairstylist. Now you're an entrepreneur because you have a brand. So that's what you really want to start with, that foundation. Find a name that fits you. Find a name that you can put on shirts, t-shirts. Find a name. Build a website. Put your name everywhere. Everywhere. Okay? Show that one thing that you do best. And I don't give a damn if you got to show that video a million times. If you got to show that picture a million times. This is my best work. This is why I'm who I am. This is why you want to sit in my chair. Brand yourself. Now, marketing. Oh, so sweet marketing. We live in, it's 2017. It's a million things you could do. A million things you could do to get yourself out there. The number one thing, obviously, is social media. Social media. That's the obvious thing. Number two, networking. Of course, you want to network. Don't be afraid to work with other stylists. Don't be afraid to work with other entrepreneurs. Don't be afraid to walk and stand next to people that do the same thing that you do. Oh, well, you do frontals, you do weaves, you're the best, and so what? Link up with other people who do it just like you, or maybe even better. It's nothing wrong with that. Marketing and getting yourself out there, it's all going to come back to you. It's all going to come back. So you don't got to worry about that. When you market, you want to make sure that you use clean pictures. You want to make sure that your videos are very clean and perfect. Almost perfect. People want to look like your model. So pick a very pretty model. Or if you're doing makeup, pick a very ugly model and then make her look very pretty. Either way, pick something that the people want to be. Have someone bald and then give them hair. You're going to get millions of clients. It's easy. It's all about thinking of a way to attract your clientele. And you got to think of who your clientele is. Who do you want in your chair? Then after you figure out who you want in your chair, you market that person. You market yourself for that person. If you want the girl that's going to pay $50, you market yourself for that girl that's going to pay $50. Come on now. If you want that girl that's going to pay $50, honey, you market yourself for that $50 client. If you want that $200 and up client in your chair, then honey, you got to market yourself for that $200 and up client. And for that $2,000, not 2,000, but you know what? Hello, somebody speaking into existence. But if you want that $200 and up client in your chair, you got to market yourself for that $200 and up client. Which means, now you got to carry yourself differently. Now your approach to getting your clients got to be differently. Now when they come on your page and they book their appointment, it got to be different. It got to be different. They got to, I'm not saying that they can't do it the regular old way by texting you or, by calling you. I'm not saying that that's wrong, but I'm saying that you got to ante up. You got to ante up. You got to set yourself apart. You got to be exclusive. People love for their hairstylists to be exclusive. People love to feel like, I do what? I go to what? Oh, no, listen. To book with my client, you got to go online. To book with my hairstylist, you got to go online. It ain't nothing wrong with it. Because that's the type of client you want to attract. You want to attract the businesswoman. You want to attract the working woman. You want to attract the one that she don't got time to sit down and call you on the phone. Hey, listen, do you got an appointment? Or text you, do you got an appointment? No. She likes the fact that she could go online and book and schedule her appointments whenever in advance. It's convenient for her. And it sets you apart from the rest. I'm telling you, it sets you apart from the rest. Okay? You're not your average stylist. Now you're running a business here. I don't care where you're running your business from. I'm not going to shade nobody who's running their business from their home. You're running a business. It's you can have a salon, but that don't mean you're running your business the way you should be. Your business starts at home. Your business starts wherever you started, whether it's at home, whether it's at school, whether it's, being an assistant. Your professionalism is what speaks volumes. So, you have your website. And I'm speaking from experience. Before I even had a salon, before I even worked in a salon, I was working at home from my kitchen. And guess what? I had a website. I built my own website. I had a website to come in there. They didn't have to come see me and sit in my chair and bring anything. I had everything they need. So that's and I was getting $200 a head from my house. Let's be honest here. This is not no braggadocious moment. This is about teaching and telling you guys that it's all about what you want. And what you want to attract. You can't be afraid. As long as you learn and perfect your craft, you should be able to get paid what you're worth. Point blank period. That's why you're up here. That's why you're taking your classes. That's why you're watching videos. That's why you're perfecting your class and you're perfecting your craft, and you're spending your money so that you can earn more to provide for your family and you can grow. We're talking about building legacies here. We're not talking about being mediocre. We're not talking about being average. If you want to be average, then you came to the wrong channel. You came to the wrong website. You came to the wrong person. Because I'm not about being average. I'm about standing outside the box and setting the bar and going hard. Go hard. Go hard. Forget what anybody says. Go hard. If they tell you you can't do it, show them go hard. Go 10 times harder to show them that you can. Trust. If they say you can't charge that, go 10 times harder and show them why you can't charge it. I'm not saying that when you start to charge prices and you elevate because you learned more and you know what you're doing and you want to charge a little more, oh, of course. Your same clientele that you had ain't going to be your same clientele. You definitely about to bring in a whole new ball game and your old people definitely not going to come to you. And they're definitely going to be upset. Trust and believe that. It's two ways you can handle the situation. You can honor the people who've been coming to you and let them be locked in at a certain price, but everyone new is going to come in and they're going to have to pay this new price, and you give your loyalty points. Okay, you have loyalty. You've been coming to me for X amount of time. This is what I charge. Or you just let them know, it is what it is. This is what I charge. You could refer somebody and maybe you could get a little discount. But, if you decide to move on, that's okay. But, if you decide to stick with me and stick it out, then, girl, kudos to you. Thank you very much. But at the end of the day, this is your bread and butter. Your bread and butter. We got car notes. We got rent. We got lights. We got gas and health insurance. We got everything that we got to pay straight out of pocket, honey. So at the end of the day, you can't take no shortcuts because you're not going to always have clients. So you got to be able to put away for rainy days. And you really can't put away for rainy days with $50. Well, I don't know. Maybe if you own one of them $50 weed bars, honey, and they got people coming in left and right, maybe you can, but that's a different story. But anyways, so you gotta be able to set yourself apart and offer something different, and attract the client that you want. Have clean work, perfect your craft. Post your pictures and let it be perfect. Let it be whatever it is that you do great. Show that. Show that. Don't try to mimic anybody else. It is what it is. What they do is what they do. What you do is what you do. And you could just show that to the best of your ability. There's plenty of ways that you could do it. You could pay for advertisement on Instagram, and you could pay for advertisement on Facebook. It's the same company, because Instagram owns Facebook now. Facebook owns Instagram, however it goes. So you could pay for marketing through Facebook, and they can show it on Instagram and Facebook to everybody in the whole world. And they could go to your page or go to your website or whatever the case may be. When you do that, you want to use your best photo or your best video. Your best. You just want to keep on pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing, and go to different things and go to different events and push yourself. Push yourself. Now, this is after you made your website. This is after you build your brand. When I say build your brand, I mean you came up with a name, you made your website, you had a photo shoot if you can. If you can't have a photo shoot, that's fine. Have your best pictures. Your best pictures. And it's amazing what these apps can do to clean up things and make it look like you went to a professional photographer, honey. Okay, get your ring light, get your tripod, and you want your photos to be as clean as possible. If you have to use an app to clean it up, to brush your client's face and make it look polished, then do that. Sometimes applying makeup on your clients will help them appeal more to your audience, to a broader audience, or whatever the case may be. So, and then with your branding and your name, and you get a logo, you need a logo. I wouldn't say need a logo, but it would be best. Get a logo or have an image of something that's going to resonate with people when they think about you. Okay? A couple of shirts ain't gonna hurt nobody. Hats ain't gonna hurt nobody. Whatever. Books ain't gonna hurt nobody. You want to put your name on everything. That's a part of branding. You want to always say your name. You want to use your hashtags too. Your hashtags will get you out there. Your hashtags. And networking with other hairstylists. So, that's my part 1. I don't want to keep on talking you guys' ears off. If you want to see me talk some more about marketing and branding, you could kindly go to my next video. This is my segment of just me and you, where I get a little personal. I talk to you guys like you staying in my face, and I'm just talking to you about what I love doing. First of all, marketing and branding is, I love it.